Stan!
Oh, gauge head butts me.
What's
Holy fuck.
Dude, what's your problem? There isn't even a fence there. What did I tell you about drinking in the morning before we go on these hikes?
Come on, Jerry. Go on, man.
All right, we're at our next location, guys. Stan is leading. Not sure if he's on the right trail.
I'm on the right trail. Here's the first rock wall. One of the final rocks. Right over here.
Old fence post right here.
That's where I turned on the detector. I pulled out that piece of sheet metal, then a carriage axle, which is currently sitting in my backyard.
Yeah,
Right
so
there.
foundation right here.
I didn't do nothing else, okay?
So again, 1880s farmland all through here. When you get a lot of these birches, you know that it's regrowth.
That's all regrowth.
This should be all hardwood, maples and oaks. And as you can see, the hardwood, they're not very big. You know, that's only 50 years old.
Straight over there. I'll show you the other end.
Okay, so another rock wall right here.
You can see it's goes all along over there. It's the back of the school property up there.
Dan was giving you guys another history lesson, but he was mentioning all the landmarks, how to get here. So I'll just tell you, to get here, you've got to pass the oldest farm in North Bay. And then you come to, so that was like 1880s. And then the first one of the earliest schools up here in this area, 1900s, not far, half a mile from here.
Small farm going forward. Maybe back.
So smaller stones used in that one. We're right at the corner here. The wall goes off that way, and we just walked. Where's, oh, right there, right where Gage was standing. So it comes down right there, and then it does a 90 and it goes off in that direction. So we're surrounded by trails here. This spot's like a crossroad. They go every direction.
See over there, Gary? Let's say back there, that's the trail we come in on.
Yep.
And then there's a little trail I never noticed, goes off down. But this is the old road that was along the dip. It's a little creek that runs all the way down the hill. And this is a trail I never noticed. Most of these trails were made by loggers before the railroads came to the area. Loggers were here before the railroad.
And railroad was like 1880.
Railroad was like 1880. Some of these trails could be 1870s, 1860s. We don't know until we swing here.
We're on the happy trail because all along the way here we keep finding these little messages of encouragement. This one says, it's important that I read this to you guys. What sunshine is to flowers, smiles are to humanity. Smile. Oh, look at this spot. All right, I'm gonna try to go down here without slipping. It's very steep, but what a cool place. I see a marker on that rock right there. What a gorgeous spot, Stan. Stan was just chuckling because he made it. He stepped over. He didn't get tripped.
I found it!
You did not.
I know, you found it!
He's walking and talking.
I was blabbing!
I looked over and said, there's your stone wall right there, Stan. He was going to take us right back to the vehicles. Okay, let's take a closer look here. I only walked 5 miles to get here.
And then there's more too over another place.
Yeah, this one's pretty substantial for sure.
Yeah, and it goes off. See how it walks away there? You see the tree growing out of the wall? That's got to be 80 years, and the wall is much older.
Yeah, so the tree's growing right out. I mean, the wall's probably 120, 130.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe they dropped some pennies when they were piling the rocks.
It's a lot of work, I'll tell you. Moving all that stuff by hand. That's a big one.
But they didn't make that road and pile the rocks all the way over here. This was a homestead.
Oh no, you can just tell by the height of the wall.
Gage,
No, that's funny.
I dropped my mitt. He's our retriever.
Stan says, oh no, we gotta go back. I lost a mitt. He says, it's not too far. I looked down, the dog's got it in his mouth. Give Stan back his mitt, dude.
Gage, we go.
Thank you for bringing it.
Good boy. House was there. Falling down.
Ah, yeah.
It was here.
Ah, yeah.
I think they filled in the well.
1930s, you said?
20s.
Another 1920s spot
early,
here.
Buddy, early. Awesome.
The old ringer. Yeah, my grandfather had one of those in his house for years.
And this one, I don't know what they were using this for.
Look at this old shed here, guys. All tongue and groove.
Look at that radio. There's a radio for you. Want some old tubes?
Yeah, not much left for sure.
This was still sort of a semi-standing two-story structure. When I first came here, you could still sort of walk in and, get up stairs.
You're that old is what you're saying.
Wow, 30 years, 40 years just destroys shit. Stone foundation. You see they had it all dipped off here. There's a bottle dump over there in the bush.
Oh.
It's all round nails, so it's, very early 19th.
Yeah, here's the old car, Stan.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's a 30s car, but this building was here before that. That's just a junker they parked, all right?
Oh, no glove box. I was just saying to Stan, there's got to be some change in this old seat here somewhere. I'm going to check each one of these springs. Find a 1920 dime or a nickel or something, you never know.
That's a 1930.
So you can see the old stone foundation here. They are round nails, as Stan pointed out, so, turn of the century. 19 teens, 1920s.
Yep.
All these bushes we're looking at right here are her rose garden. It is just gone crazy.
Shed with ditches on both sides, right?
Full of
This is the road over to the shed.
full of thorns and rose hips. Look at, I mean, it's been abandoned a long time. Here's another shed right here. Maybe for animals, maybe for tools, who knows? I think I see stovepipe right there.
Yep, another shed. See the.
Stan says there was an early telephone line here.
Very early telephone line. You can see
Yeah, it says telephone.
telephone right there.
So he says, I know where the bottle dump is. Well, why aren't you showing me?
I don't know, but they're fairly old in terms of.
Yeah, there's another one.
I think they're Jab X's.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Clear Jab X's.
1938.
There you go.
Says right on the bottom. There's a good indicator date right there, guys. Okay, right here, guys, I see all kinds of glass and stuff. Old ketchup right here. Definitely all condiments in here. Well, that's an old mustard, a little tiny one for sure. That's a Cheese Whiz. I recognize that one. Look at that, an old lantern, I think.
Yeah, Coleman. Old Coleman gas lantern. Square nut. See the square nut? That's old. It's probably a nice. Yeah, it was an old crock. Maybe a piss spot. See the.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, they had grandmas then, and those grandmas were born in the 1800s. And grandma came to stay, and her garbage went out in the backyard when she died. What's that, Cam? Can you read it?
There is writing on there.
Yeah.
I think it's asshole cream, Stan.
Asshole cream.
Here's an old medicine. We've found these before with the plastic top, and I thought that they couldn't be that old, but they are. They're from the 20s, and it's got the measurement on the side showing your, I guess, ounces, up to 5 ounces. And I believe it was on, maybe even on the top rim, the date. The bottles were dated. Well, this one doesn't have an engraved date, but there is a 24 in the inside of the lid. So whether that's the date or not, I don't know. But I found that exact bottle before. So all kinds of treasures to be found here, guys. We're going to wait for it to thaw a little bit more. We're going to come back in a month or so when we can detect, well, before the new grasses start growing and everything, because as you can see, it'll be up to our waists, you know, in 2 months from now. So we got to get back once the ground is thawed. But 3 new places we checked out today, 3 awesome spots to add to our list. So thanks for joining us. Stay tuned, guys. We will definitely be detecting this one shortly.